Welcome to the City on the Hill Gaming Podcast. This is a tabletop RPG live play podcast set in the world of Selansar as our players play through the campaign with their game master, Ryan. Hi, that's me. We have 4 players. Their names are Jonathan, William, Jenna, and Daniel. This is a homebrew 5th edition campaign set in a world I have created, and is a world that is somewhat based on my faith and my faith that I share with the other players. And they're going to take their characters through the homebrew world I have created for them. If you have any questions about our faith or our game or the world I've created or what resources I'm using, or if you just want to say hi, you can email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com or leave a comment on our WordPress, cityonthehillgaming.wordpress.com. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts, hopefully iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or wherever else you listen to your podcasts. City on the Hill Gaming is a production of Delinquent Velociraptor Media. We hope you enjoy our game. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day. We join our game already in progress. Welcome to Session 1, Episode 2. So, would any of you like to do anything else or just go back to the inn and rest for the day?
I am good with resting. And yes, that is actually, I think, what makes me a good rogue is, I don't know if any of you have ever had a thieving cat. We had a cat that stole everything that was shiny, and you just find it in her bed, like all your random stuff. Wasn't it your watch?
Yeah, she stole my watch and my wallet. And...
Yeah.
That's impressive.
A house cat, just so.
Yeah, she's
a pattern there.
Cat tree.
Yep.
They're like, "Where's my?" Oh, she stole my keys too, my car keys.
That's really impressive.
So she stole everything valuable.
Yes, everything.
Okay, so you guys should see your map move over. Did that happen?
It's all
Yes.
black.
You got to scroll down.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
Uh-huh.
So you guys actually aren't there quite yet, but we're going to move maps real quick. And let me
If
see.
you haven't noticed, there's a little bar with a square on it, but that's a zoom control.
Yeah, I saw
If you
that.
haven't changes it, you can zoom out and just see where you're supposed to go.
Okay, so you guys go to the inn and rest for the day. You wake up the next morning. The smell of breakfast comes from downstairs if you would like to eat before you leave.
Yes.
The innkeeper recognizes you as being defenders of the gate. Your story has made it through the town in the last day, and your meal is free for today.
That's
Fantastic.
good.
So, you have a general idea of where the goblins are, but you're not specifically sure. You just know sort of they're to the north, probably only a couple of hours away. Would anyone like to make a check to try and figure out where the goblins are?
Yes.
I would accept history,
Yep.
nature, or persuasion if you wanted to ask around town for someone to maybe tell you if they knew where the goblins usually hung out.
I can do a history.
Okay. Excellent. So traditionally the lizard scale goblins live in there's a large forest north of the town, and if you pass through that forest, there is I'm not going to call it a mountain range, sort of like hills, and it is believed that the goblins live in one of those hills. Does anyone... Jenna, you have... What is that skill called?
Just got nature, right?
She has nature. She also has persuasion if you would like to talk to maybe the innkeeper or one of the local soldiers who has maybe patrolled the area.
Yeah, I'm gonna find myself a just kind of come up next to him, give a little purr, and ask him if he knows anything.
So was this a soldier or the innkeeper?
A soldier.
Soldier. Hello, ma'am. Interesting. Yes, I have fought the goblins. My men and I were quite victorious, and he seems very proud of himself. They actually fought them at the North Gate, and they saw which direction they came from. He can point you sort of, and you can see sort of the town kind of sort of where it's situated, you can sort of see the direction he means for you to go, and sort of which way that'll head you through the woods towards that general area, roughly where you'll end up in the hills to find these goblins, based on what you know and what Jonathan knows.
Excellent.
So you think it's probably a 3 or 4 hour trip. Okay, so what we're going to do, as you guys head out on your trip north, we are going to do what's called a random encounter. So I want one of the three of you, I don't care which one, you guys can pick, to roll a d20. And based on what you get will determine whether or not you kind of run into something while you're walking through the woods. Okay, so for the first couple of hours, you kind of pass uneventfully through the woods. You see deer and rabbits. You don't see anything particularly threatening, which is good. Everyone make a perception check for me.
Are you serious?
Ooh, I switched away.
Again.
That's unfortunate. Mr. Magic Beard, look at that butterfly. Look at that butterfly. It is real pretty. Oh my goodness, look at that pretty butterfly.
I have ADD.
Yes, it is like the prettiest butterfly ever.
You get distracted by your beard.
Yes,
Distracted stroking your beard.
even the butterfly is distracted by your beard. It is a magic beard after all. So you guys kind of pass through the woods uneventfully, and you come to sort of the edge of the woods, but also there seems to be somewhat of a clearing in front of you, which is sort of where you guys are now on the map. And Jenna and William, you hear the noises of a lot of little creatures, similar to back when you guys were watching the gate. What would you like to do?
Is there any way to do a stealth check
You
to
could.
see exactly what we're hearing?
I would recommend letting Jenna handle that. She is
he?
very stealthy. Oh no.
She was very stealthy.
She was at one point. So that, for our audience, was an 8, which is only because Jenna has a +7 to stealth and she rolled a natural 1. So you kind of trip through these bushes here and come out face to face with
So much for that.
several goblin friends. You see kind of an entrance to a cave, and there's kind of some goblins hanging around by a campfire, and they all hear you kind of stumble through the bushes, and you kind of land, and you look up, and they are, hi there. And that hi there is sort of followed by the picking up of swords.
I would like to try to run in and talk to them.
Okay.
See what they're doing.
I'm going to need you guys to make initiative checks, but if you would like to try and negotiate with them, you can do that while we are in combat.
Okay. Do y'all think that works?
Jenna, I can't hear you guys particularly well.
How about now?
That's better, yes.
That was better.
Jonathan sneezed and moved his microphone.
Yeah, I didn't want to sneeze in front of everybody.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I've been using the mute buttons for when I cough.
Okay, so we have these 4 little goblins, and you guys need to make me initiative checks, please.
I got a 20.
Oh, William got a 20. All right. And Jenna, what do you have? Oh, that's the 14. Okay. Actually, it looks like, William, you go first. So that works out nicely. If you would like to try and negotiate with them, you can kind of push through the bushes to, like, right here.
Okay.
And you do speak Goblin. So, what would you like to say to these lovely little green men?
I guess ask why they've been attacking.
So the one in the middle kind of looks at you funny, because none of them expected you to speak Goblin. And he kind of raises an eyebrow at this real tall human with the spear who just talked to him in words he actually understood. You speak like us. Huh. We attack because Big Goblin tell us to attack. That is what we do. we listen to Biggest Goblin. He
Okay.
his name is Aku. Aku say attack, so we attack.
Can I roll an insight to see if I should request a meeting with the big goblin?
You can attempt that, absolutely.
Do y'all think, Jonathan, Jenna, cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Hey, yeah, set up a meeting face to face with him.
The little goblin's kind of confused. We know usually talk to people. Usually just stabbing. Not so much words. I'd be right back. So he disappears inside, and there's just kind of several minutes of awkwardness where you guys are standing around with these other three goblins. And I'm assuming, Jonathan, you kind of move up to join the rest of your friends. And
Awkwardness is our specialty.
yes, that is on your skill page. So they just kind of stand around and look at you, and you look at them. After about 5 minutes, your little goblin friend comes back. Hi, I talked to Big Goblin, Eku. He says he will speak with you on one condition.
Okay.
You must prove yourselves worthy of
How do we
speaking
do
to
that?
Aku. And he kind of puffs up his chest like, yes, Aku. You must best us in combat, I think is words he used.
In combat. So he wants me to kill all those little dudes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, is that what he means?
Is
He
that-
wants us to kill them?
Wait, is that what best in combat means? Crap. And he seems kind of
Yeah.
disappointed because he wasn't really sure what the message he was relaying was.
So
Um,
here's the deal. William, you tell little goblin dude that we can either do what Aku says and kick his butt, or he can just let us pass. We can go in there and kick Aku's butt for even suggesting such a thing.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so you relay that message to him. He
Yeah.
kind of mulls over your words, and one of the other little goblins comes over, and they have sort of a discussion about what besting in combat means. Since
And I
those
can overhear them, right? Or do I need a roll for that?
make a perception check.
Oh, crap.
Hey, I've got perception too.
Yeah, but you don't speak.
Oh, but I don't. Oh, crap. But I don't.
You can hear
Yeah, that
them
would've
real
been a good
well. You're just not sure what they're saying.
Can I
Speaking
relay?
too fast.
Can I relay? Can I tell William what I'm hearing and let him try to figure out what the words are?
Interesting. Make a good night. I don't even know what kind of check that would be. Okay,
Deception check.
Jonathan, what is your intelligence? Okay, you have a 10 intelligence.
Huh?
You have a 10 intelligence. So make me just a flat D20 roll. 15. Okay. So you knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a goblin at one point, and you hung out and played poker with them once. So you've picked up a little bit of goblin over the years.
Hey, it pays to ask.
That's right. Hey,
Yep.
it never hurts. For the listeners, I'm basically letting him make an untrained intelligence check just to kind of see if he happens to know anything about this, and he did kind of okay. So he speaks a little goblin. It's sort of like you know a few words in goblin. You hear the word stab a lot, And there seems to be some debate between them stabbing you guys stabbing Aku, and Aku stabbing them.
Okay.
It's sort of like a rock paper scissors kind of thing of which is going to happen in the long run. So the general consensus is that they expect they can either try and stab you guys, which may or may not work, or they can let you guys try and stab Aku, and if you guys do stab Aku, you might not stab them, or you might. But if you guys fail to stab Aku, Aku's definitely going to stab them. So they're pretty sure, unless you guys win, they're going to get stabbed by somebody.
Okay.
So it's sort of a no-win situation.
Well, can we tell them that we will not stab them if we stab Aku? Because we can hear them, so...
Yes, you may tell
Can I
them
interrupt
that.
them?
Well, not only that, but tell them that we can easily stab them and win. We've done it
Right.
before. Aku may be a little harder, but hey, they're going to die. You know, if we don't beat Aku, they're going to die. If we
Go ahead.
decide to try to beat them, they're definitely going to die. So they have a better chance of surviving. Letting us do our thing.
We were able to beat a larger number of them earlier. There's a better chance that we can beat Aku than they can beat us.
Okay, do any of you... Oh, wait, no, only William speaks Goblin. Let's see.
Unless not Jonathan's little burst of energy there.
Yes. Okay, so...
I can let him try to stab me and be like, hey, you try one, give it your best shot and see what happens.
Okay, so
You can determine.
these two are pretty convinced, and they're just going to leave. Because that just seems like the best course of action. And
So
this one...
now we've got an even better chance.
Yeah, this one walks up to Jonathan, and he's going to try and stab you. Because you're giving him one. He
Bring it.
just straight into the armor and straight off of the armor. And it's like he didn't even hit you. And he just kind of nods and walks off.
Yep.
It's like, okay, fair enough. Fair
Trying
enough.
to tell him.
And the one you've been speaking with, his name is Tuck. And he looks at you and he's like, okay, Tuck, take you to Aku. Come with Tuck. So Tuck walks through the doorway here. I'm going to move you guys in with your bush. Because, sweet mercy, I've got to drag and drop things more carefully. All right, let's try
It's
that
our
again.
peace offering.
Yeah, yes. That's just from now on the peace offering of shrubbery. And you guys walk through that door, and then you see another door. And Tuck passes through that door and kind of looks at and you notice there are two goblins in that door, and he just kind of looks at them and nods, and they look at him kind of confused, but they let you pass. So
And as we pass, I say, "Sup, guys."
and you say it in Goblin.
Yep.
They look real confused. And one of them just kind of nods. It's like, bruh. So you guys follow Tuck.
Would it make it easier on us if we warned them to get out of there, so that if Aku did do something, the less goblins in there, the better?
Yeah, absolutely.
So can we warn them, we're about to take on Aku, you better get out of here?
Yes. And they both kind of look at you, and one of them, the one who did not say sup, considers trying to stab you, and the other one just kind of pokes him and is like, hey, no, don't be that guy. And they leave.
So letting goblins go is okay. They won't attack anybody, right?
They may attack other people. They won't attack you guys.
Well, I guess that's okay.
Hey, if they're being told what to do by the big guy, we need to take the big guy out.
Yeah.
Yep. And so you guys pass through into a couple more corridors, and it does not smell great in here. It smells like you think a house full of goblins would smell like.
We did need those scented candles.
Yes. That was your one opportunity to buy scented candles, and you passed on it. So that was unfortunate.
Are there any essential oils dealers around?
Not this far out of town. You pass two more goblins, and Tuck just kind of looks at them, and William, I'm assuming, I don't know, makes some nonchalant comment in Goblin.
Yeah, same process.
And one of them runs out, and the other one, he looks like he's just like super loyal, and so he tries to stab William. And we're gonna see how that goes for him. Not well.
Not very well.
Not very well at all. So William, would you like to stab him in response, or just let him leave? Because I will let you spear him in the face.
If I stab him, will Aku be warned?
I mean, Aku in theory could hear something. You don't know how much space there is between where you guys are in the cave and where Aku is.
Aim for the throat.
Well,
that's awkward.
Yeah, so maybe is it best if I just tell him to leave? That way, Jenna can sneak attack. Q.
Okay, that's fine.
Y'all want me to just kill him?
You can do either.
Yeah,
okay.
Why not?
Hopefully this doesn't backfire.
Okay, roll to hit.
So can I use my great axe instead of the spear?
If you would like to.
Okay.
If you use the great axe, you can't. Let me make sure of this. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I'm pretty sure if you use the great axe, you won't be able to use your shield.
Okay.
Pretty sure the great axe is a two-handed weapon.
He's already tried to hit me, so
sure.
I'm going for maximum damage here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you definitely hit him.
And does that kill him?
Yes. That kills him into a lot of tiny pieces.
All right. So, all right. I'm good with that.
All right.
As long as Aku didn't hear.
No, you're good. You are good on that front. He is just... You just kind of, like, in half. Yeah. So, he's dealt with. And... Oh, while I'm doing this, hold on. So, this is a goblin house. They have little in the way of possessions. You do find 1 gold on the one William just killed.
I get the kill, you get the gold.
Yes.
I looked. You didn't look.
Yeah.
You got to learn to look.
I don't naturally think to steal from dead people.
That is her skill set.
Yeah.
And that is always her skill set.
And my skill set is fighting, so I'll give it to you.
So you guys pass through into the next room. And there are actually some smaller goblins in this room. Like limited children, smaller. So would you like to say anything to them?
Tell them to get out?
They don't even think twice about the fact you spoke goblin. You have weapons, and they are going to protect their children. So they pick up all the tiny baby goblins, and they leave.
See ya.
And one of them just kind of nods at you out of thanks for not, for letting them pass.
Yeah.
And this is actually where Tuck stops. I not go any further. Not a good idea. You find Aku through here. He your problem now.
tell him to get out, and if we hear of any more goblins killing, we will come after all of them.
Oh, you tell that to Tuck.
Yep.
Okay. He nods and he runs. Okay, so make perception checks for me, please. Okay, Jenna and William and John. Wow, Jonathan, very nice.
I know.
For once, your beard did not get in the way.
Yes. The rustling of your beard has quieted, as there is no wind in the goblin tunnels. And yes, you hear the sounds of what you think is 3 probably goblins. And you're definitely pretty sure which one Aku is. He sounds different.
It's going to sound really different with my mace in his face.
That's right. You're not actually sure that he's a goblin. He sounds bigger. It's difficult to tell, but you don't think he's an actual goblin. So, what would you guys like to do?
If he's not an actual goblin, then can I talk to him or no?
You'll find out. You're not actually in the room with him yet.
On like what is he and like how strong he is? You know, just kind of figure out a little more about him.
Make a history check for me.
Okay. Ugh.
Oh mercy.
Anything else I could do?
there are some big goblins and there are some small goblins, and he's certainly one of those two things. You think you're pretty sure he's some other kind of goblin, not just a regular little goblin like you guys have dealt with so far. So,
Okay.
Well, do we want to go in and try to talk to him, tell him everybody's gone, and that he needs to stop killing, or do we want to just go in guns blazing?
I'm about guns blazing. Maybe we'll catch him flat-footed or something.
Yeah, something tells me that he's not going to be real interested in talking.
Yeah, I don't think so, but
okay.
So
all right.
Just catch him by surprise and at least
So,
manage in the first round.
can we use ranged attacks before we enter this little room, or is it sealed?
It is sealed. You can't use them before you enter. Which
Okay.
order do you want to enter in? So traditionally, the heavier armored characters are in the front. The less, not so heavily armored characters are not in the front. So that would be
We're in.
that would be basically the order you're in now. I'm assuming, with Biggs first, then Griot, and then Petrichor.
I'm
Okay.
totally cool with Biggs just blazing in there.
Hey,
Just being Biggs.
I'm really good about that.
Okay.
Can I make sure I've got my shield?
You'll have to switch back to your spear, but that's fine. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And do you want to do anything before you go in? Obviously, you guys have your weapons at the ready. Jenna, would you like to make a stealth check or something? Maybe be a little sneaky when you go in.
I'm about to sneaky.
All right. Be about that sneaky.
Let's stealth it.
That's not your sneakiest. It's not your least sneaky either.
Can I do a stealth check at 2? I don't know if it would help, or +2.
You can absolutely make one if you want to. Sure.
I don't know if it'll help, but I've also got survival. Well, that won't help right now. And acrobatics. Would either of those help?
Not for sneaking.
Right, but I don't know how I would use them. So.
Okay. Acrobatics is for things like jumping.
Right.
Trying to not have stuff fall on you. So like
Okay.
if I drop
I'll
like a
do
bunch
this.
of boulders on you guys at some point. Also, I need to write that down because that's not a bad idea.
All right, I did the stealth. That didn't end up so well.
Hey, I did too.
Okay.
That was like
That's good.
the stealthiest stealth ever.
So, Jonathan, because of your... I don't have enough tabs open to keep up with all of this. I believe, Jonathan, you actually have disadvantage when making stealth checks. Let me see, because you have on chainmail. Yes. So, actually, if you will, roll that again, please, sir.
Oh.
Because your armor is very heavy, it makes a lot of noise. Well, there you go.
That.
Yep, I will deal with that. So for the listeners, he rolled a 19 with
Magic.
no bonus, and then rolled a 20 when I made him roll with disadvantage. Or not 20, an 18. So somehow you all think you're stealthing into the room. It turns out the only one who actually is Biggs, and the other two of you are trying to hide behind him. But he's not there as far as the goblins are concerned. So the two of you just kind of walk into the room and present yourselves. And as you walk in, you see three creatures. You see this little goblin here on the right. He's like all the other goblins you guys have seen before. In the middle, you see the one you assume is Aku. He's not a goblin. Make me a... I think, Jenna, you have nature, right?
Yeah, so does Jonathan, I think. I've got a 2, I think Jonathan has 2.
I don't have a nature, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, make me a nature check.
I have
Oh.
perception, but not
Nice.
nature.
Okay, you're not looking at a goblin. You're looking at... Let me see if this image will drop in. If you want to click on that picture. You're looking at a much bigger thing.
Ew.
Oh, wow.
You know that is a hobgoblin. And traditionally, goblins are either led by the Goblin King, so whoever is the toughest or sneakiest goblin, or sometimes those Goblin Kings are displaced by hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are crueler, stronger, and smarter than regular goblins.
Sounds like fun.
So it's sort of... Goblins often don't love being ruled by a hobgoblin, but they will listen because the hobgoblin is so much bigger than them.
Does he speak Goblin?
He does. He does speak goblin.
Okay.
And to his side, you see another goblin, but this goblin looks different. I mean, he looks like a goblin, but he doesn't have weapons. And he's just kind of wearing cloth pants, and he, unlike most goblins, he looks very peaceful. He looks very focused. He looks very, I'm going to use the word zen, almost. He seems different. You're not really sure what his deal is, but he seems different. And disregard the size I've made them. They're not actually that much bigger than you guys. That was just for effect. They're actually that size. They are medium sized, just like you guys are. Actually, I think the goblins are small. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're considered small sized creatures. I don't remember. Yes, they are. So the hobgoblin, I think, is actually considered a medium sized creature. But the other ones are actually smaller than you guys. So... yeah, you guys have walked into a room with some goblins, and without your beard. Your magic beard has abandoned you.
No.
What?
Not actually abandoned you, but you don't actually know where he is. He kind of just disappeared, which is weird for a dwarf in heavy armor, but just go with it, it's fine. So, Aku, the person you assume is Aku, looks at the two of you and just kind of laughs. He's like, this is what has come to fight me? The two of you. Very interesting. Yes. Well, so be it. I see you have made it past my little minions. That or they all just left. I would not be surprised. They are cowards. So be it. Aku has not gotten to fight in some time. And Aku would like to fight. So I need you guys to... well, actually, do you want to try and negotiate with him, William?
No, I'm good.
the
Okay.
peaceful goblin, the one next to him who's all zen like why don't you get out
What?
here?
Yeah, is there some sort of like insight we can roll on why he's actually there?
Sure, absolutely. If you guys want to make insight checks, go for it. All right. Wow. Okay, you guys did a great job. So from your insight and sort of what you noticed when you walked into the room, most goblins aren't really... They're trained to fight, like they're taught how to swing a sword or stab you with something. He looks like he's actually been trained by not goblins. He almost reminds you... who rolled the... We'll go with Biggs. Last time you were in your hometown, a group of traveling monks came through. Of traveling dwarf monks. They are very peaceful. They are very zen. They don't fight unless they have to. And when they do fight, they fight with their hands. They fight in hand-to-hand combat. That's suspiciously like what this goblin looks like to you. Which is weird because goblins aren't usually able to achieve that kind of training just because they're too chaotic.
Okay.
So can we tell him or reason with him? And I mean, we could tell him that the hobgoblin is destroying families, something like that. If he's been trained by the monks, he probably won't like that.
Okay, so you say that to him?
Sure.
He kind of looks at you and he nods. I know what Aku does. I do not serve him of my own choice. It is the job of my... I'm trying to think what the word for that is. It is my birthright, I believe is the word you use. It is of one of my family to serve whoever leads us, regardless. And he doesn't seem thrilled, but you think he's going to do what he considers to be his job.
So we can't, what if we told him we can put in place a new and better leader if you'll fight with us?
He seems intrigued, actually. He kind of considers your offer. But he knows how strong Aku is. You can sort of read his face. He doesn't expect you to win. But you don't know what he'll do in the long run.
Okay.
So, Aku seems to be getting kind of antsy. He's like, all right, look. So, yada yada, words. I don't even know why I can understand you. Humans don't usually speak Goblin. But we're going to kill the two of you, so that's fine. And he kind of looks at the Goblin next to him and he says, Jack, do your job. And he looks at the other Goblin, kind of nods, and I need you guys to roll initiative.
All right.
Okay. Jonathan, is that D20 roll your initiative?
Yes.
Okay. So you have... Wow, Jenna, good job. Good job, all three of you. All right. And the Goblin... All right. Oh, that's not great. And, okay. So, Jenna, you go first.
Okay, so if I can take part of my move and move here, I would then have advantage?
You would not. So, you're not actually stealth.
Okay.
They did see you. That only works when the people on both sides are enemies.
Okay.
So, like, if you were here and William was here, yes. But with another goblin on the other side of him, that doesn't count.
Alright.
And you also have a bow, I believe.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to shoot my bow at their bowmen.
Okay,
That's like the best thing to do.
go for it.
Bam. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that was a really bad shot.
Okay, and no, you do not hit.
Mine wasn't getting many places.
William, your turn, sir.
All right. I'm going to move to here and throw my spear.
Okay, go for it. All right, give me just a second. All right. And who are you throwing? Are you throwing it at the goblin with the bow?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
you hit him. Roll your damage.
All right.
Dead goblin.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Excellent throw, sir. Excellent throw. Now it is Aku's turn, and he just kind of he has this look on his face that's almost he's kind of impressed. Like that was like an actually real solid throw. He is actually going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to walk right up to you, William. And he almost kind of nods in approval. Like,
Or he tries to stab me.
Yes, while he tries to stab you. It's more like bludgeon you. He has a giant club. Ooh, that does it hits you and it just like bounces off your armor. And next is Jonathan. And
I didn't know you knew I was there.
You are still stealth, so they don't even know you're there. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm gonna go up to.
Oh wait, does Jonathan have long range or anything?
He has a crossbow,
Crossbow.
or he can throw his
Behind
mace.
me right now. If he shoots with his crossbow, will he still be in stealth mode?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, then I'd like to get the best shot I can. I'm gonna go up right next to him,
Okay.
and
If you want to go on the other side of him, actually, wait, where were you originally? Right there.
Behind me.
1,
Right here.
2, 3, 4, 5. So you could actually move right there, and
Whoop.
you will.
right there.
Yeah, and you will be flanking him, so you will get advantage. You can roll your attack to hit twice.
Yeah.
So roll that sweet hit, sir.
Come on, mace
Yes.
to the face.
Mace to the face.
Oh.
What up, Holmes?
You don't even need to roll that second time. That is enough to hit Aku square in the head. Roll that damage.
Alrighty, don't fail me now. The suspense.
Ah, the suspense.
There it is.
Okay.
And he gets to do it twice? 'Cause he's...
No, that the advantage is only on your roll to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you have hit him real good right in the head. And you see the little goblin move right behind you.
Oh.
And he is going to
Now I can move right before my turn's
Oh,
over.
actually yes, if you would like to move before your turn is over, go ahead. Well, you've used all of your move to get there.
Oh, okay.
So you can move
Okay.
5 and it took you 5 to get there.
Okay, I'm cool.
All right. So he's going to move behind you. And he now has advantage. Because he is now flanking you. So he can roll twice to hit. Doesn't need to. That first one hits. And he is going to use a bonus action, which is something he can do as a monk and kind of like hit at you twice. Kind of a flurry of hits. And we're going to roll that second one. Actually, he hit you twice. That's impressive. So you are going to take... let's see. Is that right? That is correct. Oh, mercy. All right. So he actually knocks you out. Because you take 7 and then you take 7 again.
Wow.
So you are not dead by any means, but you are unconscious. Wow, that went fast. It is really hard to hit you, and he just barely did both times. Okay. So you are at 0. But that is okay. Oh, and he is at...
Well, at least I got him a good hit in the head.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is now... Oh, wait, turn order. And it is now Jenna's turn.
Alright. Well, my crossbow does the same, or my short bow does the same amount of damage as my short sword.
You could sneak attack with your short sword, though.
Cool. Yeah, let's try that, 'cause I'm close enough.
Actually...
So,
And you can actually, because Jonathan has fainted, you can actually stand in his space. So you cannot stand in the same space as another player, but because he's fainted, it's fine. Or at least I'm going to say it's fine. I can't see either of you now. Okay, perfect.
We might want to just move him.
Actually,
move him
yeah.
over to the edge.
Yeah, we're going to put it right there for now.
Drag my limp body.
All right. So, make that sweet, sweet attack roll.
and,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Good. Now roll damage.
You're attacking Aku, right?
Yes.
I am attacking Aku because this other guy won't matter if Aku moves now.
Good thought.
Bam.
Okay, and your extra d6.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Very nice. And Aku drops like a rock.
Yes!
And you see... So I'm going to put Jonathan back in there now. You see Jack just kind of look at you, sort of unsure what to do. He just kind of... Actually, William, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm not sure.
Talk to him.
I'd like to talk to him, but should I try to heal Jonathan? Well, I shouldn't say that. I've got a +2 on medicine.
Okay.
I don't know if that would help.
Okay, so when you drop below 0 hit points, what you can do, William, is you could stabilize him so that he'll just kind of... You guys can get him up eventually. And you can do
Okay,
that,
so I'll
and
wait.
you can still talk to Jack if you want to. Talking on your turn is a free action.
Okay. I'm gonna wait and talk to him first, and then we'll see.
Okay.
So can I move beside him?
Yes, and go ahead and
I
make
guess
me a medicine check.
Well, I'm gonna wait on that in case he decides to attack.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So
So
tell him-
you're gonna move next to him, but you're not going to attack him.
Right. Not
Okay.
yet.
Gotcha.
So I guess I don't know. What should I say? Ask him what he's going to do now? Ask if he wants to die or live or die.
He kind of looks at you, and he's surprised. You can see the surprise on his face. I have never seen Aku bested in combat before. That was very impressive.
We'll do the same to you if you want. What is your next move?
He kind of mulls it over, and he just kind of takes a step back and sits down Indian style on the ground. I will wait and see what happens. I do have one. I do
is there
have
any
one
way to
request.
Do what?
I do have one request.
You do or he does?
Sorry, he does. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't differentiate my voice enough there. That's my bad.
What is it?
You do no harm to the rest of my people. They were simply doing as Aku demanded out of fear.
Okay. Can I ask him, or well, not ask him, but tell him he needs to join us? Can I tell him that the rest of his people are fine? We let everyone in the caves go, but that will only it'll only stay that way if he joins us.
So you actually want him to travel with you guys?
Well, I don't know. What do y'all think? I think if he was trained by monks and can fight, he might be worth something.
Well, he might, but then his duties to his people, he might decide to try and attack us if that's our.
Well, yeah.
And a new person will rise up if he's not there to lead his people.
And this guy's kind of level-headed. Like
he protects the people. He does. He's loyal to whoever the leader is, even if it's somebody that's going to kill again. But okay, I mean, we can just agree. We can say that. How about maybe we'll leave his people alone if he will tell the what was it, the Duchess?
Well, we
that
can
the goblins will not
hear of this ugly guy.
do what?
I'm sure we can just take the head off the ugly guy as proof for the Duchess.
Okay. Sounds good. We can leave him alone.
Yeah, let him know we're going to take the ugly guys, something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll leave the rest of them alone.
Okay. He nods. I have no particular interest in leading my people, but I will do my best to make sure the attacks on your town are stopped. I cannot speak for the other goblin tribes, however.
I would like to make a perception check off of Mr. Dead Goblin for any goodies.
Okay, go for it.
Can we ask him about the other goblin tribes?
Sure. Wait, have you rolled yet, Jenna?
Yes, that was my roll.
Oh, it's the 15. Okay. You find 20 gold.
Woohoo!
You find a big club. It doesn't seem particularly useful. You find a potion, but you're not sure what kind. And are you writing all of that down?
I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure you were keeping track of it because I wasn't. And you find a note with a big stamp on, like a big. It's got a seal on it.
What seal?
You don't if you want to make a history check or investigation if you have that.
There, I have not a lot, so
Okay.
that's my roll.
You're pretty sure it's a royal seal, but you're not sure whose.
Okay.
You also have an unconscious companion next to you.
Ah, yes, that's true. So we should probably drag him back to town and do some medicinal lovelies.
Are we going to have any more problems with goblins? Because I would like
not with the
well,
ones
I'd like
here.
to ask him about the other tribes.
Oh,
if
okay.
we might need to know about them in the future.
3 more
That'd be
tribes
good
I
for
know
a
of.
history lesson.
I know of 3 more tribes. The red soot scales, the blue fin scales, another tribe of green lizard scales.
Are any of them dangerous, or are any of them? I guess do they attack people?
I believe they have been attacking, from what I have heard, Akuse. They have been attacking some of the other towns in the area. Yes.
Okay. Where are they?
We trade occasionally with the other green scales, but we meet at a midpoint between our 2 homes. I do not know exactly where they are.
Which direction?
He points sort of the opposite of the direction you guys came from.
So north?
Further north of them, yes.
Okay. So should I do the medicine roll for Jonathan to get
Yes,
him
if you would,
at least
please.
walking?
Yeah,
Walking would be good.
walking would be phenomenal.
Yeah,
So
if
we
we
don't
can
have to carry him?
he can heal himself.
Yeah. Okay. 2 medicine.
Okay.
Oh.
He's not any worse, but he's not any better.
No, I have one, but I can give that a try. Might get lucky.
Actually, Jack walks over to him and just kind of... Yeah, there we go. Touches him on the forehead, and Mr. Magic Beard, you wake up.
Yeah. Where is he? I'm gonna sock him.
When you say that, Jack sort of backflips out of the way.
Fight's over. It's all right. We won.
Okay, so we're going to see the Duchess?
Yes.
Yes.
But actually, I think we're going to stop here. It seems like a
With
good stopping point.
From some neighboring country calling for the goblins to attack. I'm sure that's what it said.
We will let you guys open the note and read it next time.
Excellent.
Okay.
So that was awesome. You guys seem to take to the combat and stuff pretty well. I'm very happy with that. That was good.
That was good. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right.
When are we doing it again?
Any questions before we go?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm great.
All right. So if you guys have enjoyed listening to our first, maybe also second, because I may split these up into 2 episodes of the City on a Hill Gaming Podcast, please check us out on wherever you find your podcasts, hopefully iTunes and such soon. If you have any questions about our game or about sort of the faith-based perspective, family-friendly thing we're trying to do, you can email us at cityonahillgaming@gmail.com. So I have been the Dungeon Master Ryan. If you guys want to say goodbye to our lovely, hopeful audience in the future.
We'll see y'all.
Yeah.
Come back for the next one.
Yes. And hopefully next time we will be joined by our 4th member, Daniel, and his lovely Magi character that I'm very excited about. And we will see what happens with the goblins and the Duchess and the secret note that may or may not be a secret or a trap or some such thing like that. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Stay tuned.
There will also be probably more boxes and more stealing, knowing Jenna. So always anticipate that. We appreciate you guys joining us.